Quick content warning. We're gonna discuss some heavy shit today. That's how we're gonna put this. We're discussing heavy shit today. Yeah, that's things happening. So, hello. We're discussing some heavy shit today. I'm not excited about this. I want to be excited about today. I had games planned both yesterday and today. That's not a thing. There will be some other things. We're going to try to go back to normal, fun type stuff soon. But we gotta discuss some stuff. We gotta discuss some stuff. Okay, first off, before anybody freaks out, because I noticed how ominous that sounded after I posted everything, it was too late. I am okay. Mostly. I am okay mostly. I'm not okay with what I have to do today. I'm not okay with what I have to talk about today. But before anybody freaks out, I'm not going anywhere. That's not what the topic of the conversation is today. One sec. I've had to keep this kind of close to the vest over the last 2 days because I've been having to gather information and make sure that I had to make sure that what I was doing was in the correct vein. I had to make sure that I wasn't going into this half-cocked. But I'm not excited for what I have to talk about today. I'm not excited about who I got to talk about today. I'm not excited I'm going to do this shit again. It's a different form of capacity, but it's still pretty bad. So we got to talk. I hope you all are well. I hope you all are having a good day. I hope you all are having a good night. Because I'm, for once, going to do something that I don't normally do. I'm not going to make your day better. I'm kind of going to make it suck. Before I do that, I don't want to make everything about this, but I do have to show some love and appreciation to Kimpachi. I thank you very much for that hella amazing, huge donation. I actually meant to turn my donations off tonight, and I forgot in my haziness. Jesus Christ, I saw how much that is. I really appreciate that. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ. Hearts in the chat, first off. First off, I hella appreciate that. I love that. I hella appreciate that. That helps out a metric ton. I am going to ask that we, Jesus Christ, thank you very much, Kimpachi. I seriously fucking appreciate that. I can't express how much I appreciate that. I am going to ask, though, because this isn't a light topic, and I'm not looking to monetize this today. I do appreciate, though. I appreciate that more than you will ever understand. Holy fuck, I do. I'm not looking to monetize this today because of this being so heavy. I meant to remove all that and didn't think about it because I was running so incredibly late because I was supposed to have been alive with this about 2 hours ago. But no, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Holy fuck. I really appreciate that. Holy fuck. And hello, Emerald. How are you? Let's see who else here. We have Emerald, Minty, we have Jaden, we have Bradley, we have Splat Kitty, we have Shaman, we have Dude, we have Pixman, we have Kami, we have Shake the Fox, we have Peachy, we have Splat Kitty, we have, Jesus Christ, we have so many peeps here. I didn't expect there to be so many peeps here, but I'm glad you're here. We have Oratel, we have Kimpachi, we have Casp, we have Pixel, we have tons of people here. I'm glad you all are here. I've got something big to discuss. Hello, Jessica, how are you? Where the fuck do I begin with this? This is not gonna be long. I apologize for not being live yesterday, but I got this info, and immediately had to start working with this. I'm not the one y'all need. I appreciate the "we're all here for you" sentiment, Splat Kitty, but I'm not the one people need to be here for today. I appreciate that. I do, but this is not a stream about me today. I should probably turn the music down just a bit now that I'm thinking about it. haven't done these. Okay, it's not super loud. Okay, I can work with this. But no, I do appreciate that, but this is not about me today. Fuck, where do we begin today? I'm doing something I'm not excited about. I'm doing something that's going to burn a bridge. It might burn a few bridges. It might burn a few bridges. I know it's going to burn at least one, and I'm okay with the one. But this could possibly burn a few at the same time. I'm not excited about burning multiple bridges, but it might happen. But the one it's going to burn, I am okay with. Yep, Pixman. This is one of those. This is one of those streams. I'm doing a stream format because it's going to be the easiest way for me to do it. It's going to be the easiest way for me to make this. And I'm not sure how to do it. We have to talk about somebody today. We technically have to talk about two people today, but it's all revolving around a spot of our community. It's not a spot we've been very heavily connected with recently, but it is someone that we used to be very intricately entwined with. It used to be someone we did a lot of work with, someone we've done a lot of good work with. Which is why this hurts, and why I'm kind of just, I'm not okay, I don't know how to go about this! Fuck. Think. How to go about this. I need to go about this tactically. Fuck. I'm not excited about this. This is going to cause way more... This is going to cause a lot of chaos. And I don't like doing it, but it needs to be done. Because I have an obligation to protect my community. And someone has not been protecting theirs. As content creators, we all have a responsibility to protect our respective communities. As content creators, it is our job to make sure that everyone in our community is okay. To make sure they are taken care of. To make sure that they have a safe space to view and watch content. They need to be able to, at minimum, trust the people they watch, especially if you're a live streamer. We have someone in the community that I don't think we can trust on that. I don't like doing call-outs. But my hand has been forced because I can't say nothing. I can't do nothing. I can't just sit there and sit on my hands. There is a fellow content creator in our community who wound up leaving their community in a very vulnerable spot. And a lot of you guys are connected to this community. We have supported this person. I've met a lot of you through them. There was someone in the community recently who got caught sending inappropriate material to a minor. This person is not a content creator. I will say the name of who they are in a second. But this person is not a content creator. The problem is that they were a moderator for a fellow content creator. The person in question is a moderator who goes by the name Scorponaut. A lot of you probably know them if you've been around these communities. They were a moderator for a fellow content creator, someone that we've known for a very long time, and someone that I trusted for a very long time. That Bald Gamer. Upon this information being revealed and coming to light to this content creator, the only action that was taken was that they removed their moderator status from the offending party. But they did not remove this individual from their community until 2 months later, after one of their long-standing moderators, which I'm not going to name, stepped down due to how this was handled. They made a public post about it in the Discord server that was shared with them. As I said, he did not take appropriate or proper action. He left his community in a vulnerable state. I know he's been kicked now. He got kicked after everything went down. I have screenshots for everything. This person was still allowed to be in said community for about 2 months, according to records. I've been in the stream since this went down, not knowing it had gone down, and seen them there. I don't like that I'm having to talk about this. I don't like that such slow action was taken, that a community was left in a vulnerable state. And that I had to get word of this from multiple people, but not him himself. We share a community. I'm not gonna lie, I owe the man a lot, because a lot of my community knows him. We've been back and forth. A lot of you peeps know them. A lot of us trusted them to keep the community safe, to keep their community safe. But action wasn't taken until far later. Look, I'm not a kid-friendly stream, but there are kid viewers that I know show up here. So it's my responsibility to protect my communities, hence why I'm doing this now. It's not something I want to do. It's not something I ever thought I would do. I'm livid. I'm upset. I'm mad. Because I learned protecting my community from people like him. But instead, he left this perpetrator in his community for 2 months. And then upon everything going down and this being revealed, decided to fight with his own team about his decision, and until things hit a fever pitch, didn't do anything about it. The offending party was removed from his channel about 2 days ago, with knowledge of this for far longer than that. Whereas this should have been immediate, this should have been swift, and the entirety of his community should have been warned about it. There are kids in that community. This was so egregious that several mods walked out. The ones that didn't, several were just yeeted because they stood against this issue that should have been handled a long time ago. Now, I know this is not going to be fun. I know this is going to burn a bridge. It's probably going to burn several. I'm probably going to get a lot of shit and a lot of flack for this. But I know too much. If I did nothing, if I said nothing, then I'm just as bad. Scorponok, the offending party, has been here, as well as shown up in several of our friends' streams. Every fellow content creator that I know will be shared this info. Each one will be sent the screenshots. I have, on the plus side though, for anybody here who's watching and wondering, I have removed names of anybody not directly involved. But every fellow content creator will get the screenshots as well as will be forwarded this live stream. I'm mad. I'm upset. I'm pissed. I didn't want to be doing this. I did not want to be doing this. But I got information and screenshots from several parties. Not just moderators, but other people connected to the situation. His response to being called out to this was visceral. And I'm livid. See if I've got what I can pull up here. I need to pull up the actual stuff. Yep. It's pretty much the first one. see you. Appreciate you hanging in there as long as you could, but you say I didn't handle things well, and I likewise don't think this message was right. This could have been brought up privately. It just wasn't a private matter. This was a public matter. You really have a habit of addressing shit like this while I'm live. Way to go! Just visceral responses to this all the way through. If you want the offending party gone on a more permanent basis, that could easily be a discussion we could have had instead of letting feelings like this fester. This shouldn't have had that chance. This should have been immediately dealt with. If you already knew that they had done bad enough to be punished hard enough to be removed as a moderator, they should have been removed from the channel entirely, especially considering that they were sending shit to... Considering they were sending shit to a minor. Now, once did anybody mention this to me until now, which there are later messages that I can pull up that show that that's false. So this is all news to me, but this is part of the problem. There's no communication here, which I've seen several instances of that not being true either. All he does is he berates and he attacks the mods over this. And he just tells people basically to leave. He winds up removing them later. Into the stream. Scorp is the one who actually did the offensive act. Scorponok is the one who did the offensive act. And I do have to make that clear. I do have to absolutely make that clear. Scorponok is the one who did the offensive act. He's the one who posted stuff. Or he didn't post stuff. He sent stuff to a minor. Scorponok is the one who did so. Used to be his moderator until this came to light to him. The issue that I have here is that Bald's response was just to remove his moderatorship and then to keep him around everybody, knowing he'd already done this. And he still kept him around. He kept his community in an unsafe space. He did not remove him. The way this should have been handled, the way it always gets handled, the way it's been handled with any of us, if any shit like this ever went down, if anything went wrong to this degree, at least as far as the coalition's concerned, we've removed the offending party for doing whatever they've done, which none of them done anything this wrong. And then we've had to tell people, look, this person's gone, this is why they're gone, and you won't be seeing them with us again. I only have information and record of one time, but one time is all it takes. And the content creator, Bald, did not But yeah, no, okay. Sorry, I had to type something out to somebody. Personally, I am okay, Tony. I'm just having to deal with something that is a community-wide issue. I'm mad because as a content creator, our entire objective is to keep our community safe and keep them entertained. And instead, he let the offending party stay. He let the offending party stay as part of his community. It doesn't matter how many times it happened, it still happened. and he let this person stay. He did not protect his community. He let this person stay. Once is too many times. That's exactly right. So no. This content creator did not do the illicit action, but he did not take proper action in dealing with the perpetrator of this problem, with this crime. It is a crime. I don't care how long somebody's been here. I don't care if you were the first person to subscribe to my channel, if you've been my first moderator. I don't care who. I don't care who you are. If you do something like that, that's it. That's grounds for dismissal. That's goodbye. Like, I'm not going to take the time to figure it out. Once the evidence is there and it is confirmed, that's it. I'll give you the chance to confirm it. It's like, but once that evidence is there, once you know, once it's there, that's it. It's game over. Exactly. That's what I've heard too, Tony. That happened right after this. I have screenshots of that conversation as well. I'm not going to bring up everything on here, but I am going to send it to every content creator that is attached to us, because they need to have it. I'm giving you the warning of what has happened. I'm giving you the information now. I'm putting it in your hands. Honestly, I'm not going to put all of it up on here because there's too much. There's far too much. Jesus Christ. And even when brought to his attention, he was still defensive. Doesn't matter. It can be over an anime waifu pillow as a prank. It is still illicit content being sent to a minor. It's something that a minor can't purchase. It's something that you can't, like, you seriously shouldn't send it. You shouldn't send that kind of stuff. Like, like, it doesn't matter if it's a cartoon or not. You don't send illicit content to a child. Bald didn't do anything. No. I'm going to go ahead and state that again. Bald himself did not do this. He didn't do it, but he didn't handle the situation. He left the person that did it in his community after knowing what he'd done. I'm sorry, sending explicit content to a minor like that, if the parent had contacted... So we want to ask the victim feels before making these announcements, because they could be really stressed about people bringing this up. Well, for one, I am not bringing up the victim's name. I will not bring up the victim's name here. I'm just not going to do that. The issue isn't even that. It's still the fact that an illegal activity happened. And the reason why all this shit went down was that person's parent found out. That parent wanted to press charges. That parent easily could. Immediately. I get you're here to defend this action, but you need to remember that they didn't protect you from this person being in your community, which is their responsibility. Doesn't matter what the thing was, it's an illegal action. It's a highly illegal action. Bald himself did not do anything. One of his moderators did, and he did not remove them from his community. He removed them as a moderator, so he took away power from them, but he didn't remove them from the community. He left someone who did something illegal, very illegal, in his community. And this was sent to this person. Lack of action is bad action in and of itself. He decided not to act, and now it looks bad on him. And that's exactly it. That is exactly it. As content creators, we have to protect our communities. If one of my mods had done something like this, the immediate action, and I love my moderators, I go through great lengths in making sure who I have on my team, and my team's very small, and I keep it that way for a reason. And if any of them had done anything like this, the immediate actions would have been as follows. That person would have been immediately banned from everything to do with this community. The channel, the Discord, everything. Everything they had here would be revoked. Immediately. And then a public announcement and a public statement and a public apology would have all been made to deal with this. And that shit wouldn't go great anyway. Like, trust me, you're still going to get flack for it, but at least it's holding yourself accountable for your team. If you have someone on your team and something like this happens, you are to be held accountable for your team. Now, there's tons of talks of, oh, I should have weeded out or pruned parts of the team or done this, that, and the other long time ago, long time coming. Well, you kept them there. And then, after all this was said and done, he kept them in their community. He removed their mod powers, but they're still in the community. It can still happen again. This person was not removed till about 2 days ago. Well, this offense happened 2 months ago. Should have been dealt with a ban. Also waited 2 months to make that call. And you know what? You're right. They did wait 2 months to make that call. And they should have spoken up sooner too. Abso-freaking-lutely, they should have spoken sooner too. They should have. But guess what? That's not just banning them as, or just removing modship, but still leaving them in the community is not the best call. It's not the best call in the slightest. It's one of the worst calls you could have made. You left somebody who did something that is legally classified as predatory behavior in your community for 2 months with children in your community. How is that the best action one can take at the time? That's not. That's legitimately not. So if you're going to defend them, fine, defend them, but you need a better argument than it was the best he could have done at the time. No, that is absolutely not the best he could have done at the time. The best he could have done at the time would have been to immediately remove him as a moderator and then remove him from the community and warn people about what happened. Sending illicit material of any kind to a minor is punishable by law. Cartoon, animated, physical, don't matter. It's illegal. And he knew this person did it and kept them in the community, essentially giving them a slap on the wrist. That's the problem. Being silent in a situation like this. Not taking action in a situation like this. Is not the way you handle things. He did not. Remaining silent is not good. It's not defending your community. It's not protecting your community. Hell, if he was going to do shit silently and not say anything, he still should have removed him from the entirety of that community right away. That immediate action should have happened. That should have been automatically handled. It is his responsibility as a grown-ass man, whom of which is running a grown-ass community, to protect them. Hell, it's not even a grown-ass community. It's a Pokemon community. Full of kids. There's tons of kids in there. And his size is too big. And I know I'm going to get some shit. Boy, am I going to get some shit. I know I am. I've burnt a big bridge. I know I have. And I'm upset because he was my friend. But I didn't just get information from one person. I got lit the fuck up with this shit. Several members of our combined communities came to me with this. Several. That's the problem. I had several people come to me about this. I had to have people from both our communities come to me about this. And this is what I had to deal with. And I had an option of I could just never talk to them again, which is definitely what's going to happen. But I could just never talk to them again, never mention this, and never say anything, and just quietly get rid of the offending party. But the problem is with me just getting rid of the offending party and not saying or doing anything else, if they showed up in someone else's community, no one would have the warning, and it could happen again. That's the problem. Without handling that, without making it public, without doing your public due diligence with shit to do with your community, you put other communities at risk, and that's where I am my maddest. That puts my community at risk. That puts people like Aderan at risk. That puts people like Siren at risk. That puts any other fellow content creator that has any kind of connection or tie to his community at risk, because we don't know. We need a heads up on this. some grandstanding. This is basic YouTuber 101. This is basic live streamer 101. There's no grandstanding in this. For there to be grandstanding, I'd have to say, oh, I have the moral high ground. No, almost every other content around us has the moral high ground in this. It's not even cherry-picked details. Everything you've mentioned, I've had a rebuttal for. For the cherry-picked details, you're also pulling your stuff here by saying, oh, have you thought about the victim? Yes, I have. Yeah, the behind-the-scenes stuff is him not warning his community! Gotta agree with Tony, you kind of look complicit in this. You really want to stand by somebody who didn't fight for their community. It doesn't matter what else is behind the scenes. I know the shit that was going on in his life at the time. That's still not an excuse. The Rosie Girl situation happened here during the middle of me going through a breakup with someone I had been with for 10 years and then had to leave my house in less than a week. We still did something about that. Enlighten us if you have information. Just be wary, I'm holding a lot of info right now. There's no excuse for handling shit to protect your community. When something goes wrong, you do something about it. Doesn't matter what you got going on in your life, you do something about it. Period. You protect your community. There's a girl with somebody else who was proven to be doing nefarious things in their community. I'm waiting. You got something. I'm not telling him to keep silent. If he's got info, I'll gladly listen to it. The reason why he's still allowed to talk is that he can talk because he might have info. But it also proves you're doing more than your content creator is, because you're defending your community where he did not. Why, hello, Crystal. How are you? I hope you are well. So then you're saying that you were also complicit in this action instead of actually removing them from your community as well. You agreed upon just removing the offender's mod ship, but leaving them in your chat. So you're saying you're just as complicit in the action of leaving them in your chat where they could offend again. That doesn't sound great, friend. It was Bald's responsibility to remove the offending party from his community to protect it. And instead, he left them there for 2 months. That person shouldn't have been left there for 2 more minutes. As I stated, waiting the 2 months isn't a great thing for them either. I'm not defending them either. I'm not defending anybody on this. Kami was a part of said mod team and wasn't informed either. It is our job as content creators to defend our communities. I said it a lot! And I still stand by it. I'm mad. I don't think I'm going to gain shit from it. I'm actually probably going to lose a lot from this. I'm actually probably going to lose a lot from this. Can guarantee that. This is going to burn a lot of connections I have. This is going to burn a lot of friends I have. I already know that. No, this ain't going to help me. This is not something I wanted to do. And if I wanted to totally capitalize on it, I would have thrown his name all over the description. I would have thrown his name in the title. I would have thrown his face and his name in the thumbnail. Now, the content creators that I am in contact with that share communities will be alerted. They'll be given all the screenshots. Speaking up for something like this situation you're going to gain. No, that's not being naive. I'm legit not going to gain shit from this. I'm a small content creator that is going to wind up getting into a lot of shit from far bigger content creators. And regardless, I still have been informed of this information and have to fucking protect my community. It's what I have to do. I mean, I got a question for you. Why are you defending someone you don't know? because it kind of seems like you probably know exactly who I'm talking about. But the issue is he waited 2 months with a community, with someone who's connected not only to their community but also to mine. With several people that share the community back and forth. They're a part of both mine and his community. That's where my problem is. That's where my biggest problem is. It is a shared community here. I met several of my community members from him. So if I said nothing after getting all this information, you're wrecking someone else's life so yours grows. No. First off, they wrecked their own shit. They could have handled this 2 months ago. They could have immediately dealt with it 2 months ago. Instead, they sat on it for 2 months and would have sat on it longer if one of their mods hadn't spoken up. But instead, they sat on this for 2 months. You know, people learn, they get called out for their shit. That's how they learn. This isn't going to get me shit ton of views. And no, he's not handling it. No, he's not getting a lot of shit for it. He's made sure that he has banned anyone who's talked about it, so no one can say anything about it. So his community can't know about it. That's just it. His own community doesn't know about this. And with us having... How this alt account made today coming for you. Right? Yeah, trust me, I know this is an alt account that's coming at me. I absolutely know. Not? Let's see something here. Go to channel. You were made today! Happy birthday! Happy birthday for making an account just to talk to me. Because you don't want anyone to know who you really are. Oh, you didn't have to delete them. They could just keep talking out their ass. They'll probably make another account. They'll probably be back in a couple of minutes. But, see you, sweetheart. Come back with your real account. Throw some balls. There's no excuse for not defending your community. It has nothing to do with bravery. This is just about defending my community. I'm going to admit, I'm an asshole. I am. This approach is the asshole approach. I can easily admit that. But knowing and saying nothing would make me just as bad, and I can't do that. Greed glows. And a greed summer. The objective here is to keep our peeps safe. I've touted it over and over and over and over. What is your question, Cam? I will try to answer to the best of my ability. Sorry I haven't been properly saying hello to everybody popping in. I'm mad. I'm very mad. I am going to keep up the stream because I have people to send it to. We appreciate you, Crystal, very much so. Reasons I don't want to make a Discord. What's the thing? Hello, Artemis. Actually, the people I was going to have to send info to. We have a member in a fellow community, and that bald gamers community, whom we first committed the illicit act. The perpetrator of the act is Scorponok. Scorponok was left in the community while all this information was known for over 2 months without being removed from the community as a whole. The only thing that was done to said individual was their mod ship was removed, and they left them free reign in Discord and on YouTube until 2 days ago. No, he is not, Cam. He is not. I answered your question, Cam. He's not quite that level. I'm sorry to see you again on such horrid terms, Artemis. But given the severity of the shit that's gone down, I have to defend my community. My community needs to know what's going on. MT, I feel you on that. I was so sick from it yesterday that I couldn't stream yesterday. Hell, when I got the news, I was having a good day just painting a robot. Being the walking 5-year-old that I'm known for being. There were several moderators that, after this info finally came to light, left said server. Sir, I had mods, non-mods alike, come to me with information on this, and that's abhorrent. skill. A moderator stepped forward and left. And upon them leaving and coming forward in their Discord, there was a big fight back and forth. A ton of information was dropped. Some of the moderators that left, as well as some peeps that got to hear about the discourse, sent me screenshots of everything that went down. I'm going to be sending this stream, and I'm going to be sending the screenshots to every content creator connected to us on this platform. Because they need to know that the communities were not defended. With this person being intertwined in multiple communities, as well as a lot of us being connected together through Bald, not only was his community not left protected, but none of ours was either. That's what makes me the maddest. Is that our communities were not defended. When you protect your own community, you protect every community that's attached to you. We jokingly call this place a Zombie Cafe. Because like a cafe, everybody shows up here at some point in time and hangs out for a while. We're back? We're back. 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 It's okay. That's the problem. If you're a content creator in here, you need to listen well. If something goes wrong in your community, whether it's a community member or a moderator, or anybody just attached to you, if they do something wrong and you know about it, especially such as having a moderator that sends illicit content to a minor, and you leave that person in your community, you leave your community open to a threat. You leave your community open to a problem. If you say nothing and you do nothing and something else happens, it's your fault at that point. Because you could have done something. And when you're someone as big as he is, with as many connections as he has, and you leave something like that in your community, you leave every fucking one of them open to trouble. Especially when you got a lot of communities like mine that are drastically smaller, or Aderans, or Sirens, or Vyrans, anyone else. It leaves everyone open. So if you're a content creator, I expect you to stand up. Either make your own thing about it, or send this. Or send me people you need it sent to so I can send screenshots and everything with it. You protect your communities. That is your job as a content creator. Splat Droid. What happened? There was a moderator in a fellow content creator server who wound up sending illicit content to a minor. The person in question who sent the content is a person named Scorponok. Upon this information coming to light, that bald gamer, the person of which he was modding for, removed his mod ship, but left this person active in their Discord and on their channel. So they may not have been able to do moderator duties, but they were still an active member in their community. And they did nothing about this individual. They did nothing about this individual for 2 months other than remove their moderator status. I personally have a Discord server. I get why a lot of you wouldn't want one. Having a Discord server is a massive undertaking. There's a lot of shit you gotta watch. There's a lot of shit you gotta deal with. It's not bad to have one because you can build a great community from it. But at the same time, there's a lot of shit like this you gotta watch out for. So I'm mad. And I'm doing the job that should have been done in the first place. I am defending my community. I can't speak for everybody else's community, but I can speak for my own. I will fight tooth and nail for my community. And this is going to not be fun. And it makes me ill. Makes me very ill. It makes me very, very ill. had to do something. So I'm sorry today is a day of bad news. I'm sorry that I'm the one who has to deliver it today. I did not want to. I did not want to ever have to do something like this, but here we are. I want my people safe. Have a good night, Vyran. Love that. Be iconic. I'm so tired. I'm very tired. That's exciting, Kelly. Make sure you take lots of pictures. I cannot confirm on that info, Jigglyruff, just because I don't know anything past what we see. So I don't know what else to say. I sound like a broken record by this point. I've stated it repeatedly. I've talked about it over and over at this point. Have a good night, Artemis. I'm sorry this was so late, by the way. I had to try to compile my... I had to, for one, straighten myself out. And I had to make sure that everything was put in a fit way. Thank you, Kelly. I just try my best. That's it. There will probably be others that are going to cover this as well. I'm not going to be the only one that's going to cover this. I already know that much. There are going to be others that are going to cover this. There'll be others that will cover it with the same information I have here, but probably with more. I feel ill. I feel sick. I feel really sick. I don't know what else to say about this. I've said everything that I can at this point. other content creators will be filled in about this throughout the course of tonight. Tomorrow I'll be sending out the video, the live stream here. And I will be sending the screenshots to them so they have the information to back it up. And they can use it however they see fit. Personally, I need a nap. In the worst way possible, I need a nap. You didn't have like 2 weeks ago. Panda, I feel you. Thanks for putting all this stuff out there. Wasn't happy about it. I'm not there anymore. It was a mess, to say the least. I can only imagine. I hope that you are well, Carson. I thank you for what you did. Have a good night, Kelly. Enjoy your trip at Disneyland. Send us lots of pictures. And hello by accident. I hope you're well. But it's not a problem, man. It's not. We do what we must to protect our community. That's that. Regardless of what happens, regardless of bridges burnt, I have few peeps here that I have to keep well. Drink out of this because this is leaving an awful taste in my mouth. Honestly, say, but I have a rule: I don't drink when I'm mad. So I'm just having some Reese's peanut butter cup flavored iced coffee with some peppermint mocha creamer. Honestly, it is very tasty. I'm not gonna lie. It's very tasty. I'm 5. It's very tasty. Oh yeah. How's it going, Soapbox? Hope you're well. Okay, I have peanuts, but that coffee sounds good, not gonna lie. It is good. It is very good. If you can't have peanuts, there is a Hershey's variation of it you can find. Jesus Christ, that's... We are about to end for the night. I'm not going to keep dragging this out. I've already given the info. Anybody who may have missed it, just start stream over, you can watch it and get all the info you need. You get it in less than the first 20 minutes of this stream, if I'm honest. You ain't got to watch through all this. I just literally sat here this long so I can make sure that people that were coming in late can get the info. I need a nap. Hardcore. Naps would be nice. What's up, Hart? How are you? We were discussing protecting the community. As a fellow content creator did not. I'll take a look at it after stream, Shay, but I appreciate that. I have my theories as to who that was, MT. I'm not going to state it here, but I have my ideas. They're not subtle, especially their talking patterns. But yeah. We can go ahead and I do hope you're all hard. Yes, I do have pets. I have 2 birds. I have a cockatiel and a parakeet. And they're both weeds. Sometimes they show up on stream. But we are going to go ahead and end it tonight. I'm not going to keep... I'm not going to keep dragging this out any further. We'll give more information on this. Anyway, who missed it, I do explain it fairly early in the start of the stream, and then I just explain it repeatedly throughout the stream as we have more people show up. But I need to get this info out there. Tomorrow will be a better day. We'll play something fun for everybody tomorrow. We'll do something fun tomorrow. Something fun's gonna happen tomorrow. Promise that. As you all know, this was Zombies Going On, your coffee fueled, gingerbread, undead. And this one's been kind of a rough one, so I'm sorry about that. But I'm here for you guys. Just like you've all been here. We will always do our best to make this place safe for you guys. And that is a promise. Remember, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and as always, pleasant nightmares. I will see all of you lovely peeps again tomorrow.